Welcome to another edition of Eyes on AFL. In this series, we go through some of your football takes, opinions and questions for the upcoming 2024 season. Before we get started, if you want to share any of your thoughts or opinions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and they might be featured in a future edition. Let's start. Our first take is from Andrew Rogers 5962, who says Richmond will be bottom 4 this season. I've been seeing similar predictions quite a bit, which is a little surprising. They did get in a new coach in Analyse, and club greats in Jack Riewoldt and Trent Cotchin have retired. There is still a lot of top end quality on the list, but it's probably the young players coming through in depth that has people most concerned. This might not affect them this season, however. It's unclear what the game style will be under Uze, so addressing this part of the Tigers isn't worth it. Let's look at the positives. This forward line at any given time is frightening. Dustin Martin, Shai Bolton, Liam Baker, and most importantly Tom Lynch should all be close to playing round 1. Now the others around them are a little weak, but that core itself is not bottom 4 worthy. The midfield will only get better with a fully fit Jacob Hopper. Tim Taranto is a great contested ball winner and can float forward, but Hopper at his best is dynamic and twitchy. Throw in Dion Prestia and captain Toby Nankervis, and that on-ball group is still serviceable. Dylan Grimes is all-Australian calibre. Exciting youngster Josh Gibcus should be back after a year of annoying hamstring issues. Jaden Short and Daniel Rioli can provide bounce out of defence, with Nick Bloston as the primary interceptor. It's a long list of high-quality senior talent spread over all the lines. It may only take them till a middle-of-the-road finish, and you can argue their under-23s list is concerning, but for next season alone, I'm not sure there are 14 better teams than the Tigers. As bad as Richmond's season was made out to be, they did finish just a draw behind the Adelaide Crows. Luke Ultra RWB has put in 2 takes here, but for this video, we'll have a look at the first one, which is GWS are being overhyped. This is interesting. A lot of people, including myself, are on the Giants bandwagon. After a 4-8 start, the Giants were just 2 points away from a grand final berth. Like the previous opinion, I have to lean the other way. There is too much to like right now, both on and off the field. First of all, Coach Adam Kingsley couldn't have been more impressive. Coming from a winning culture in Richmond, he has a command and presence about him without being too intimidating. It seems like he has the perfect balance of leadership. They only added Jack Harvey to their coaching panel, keeping everything else the same, which is important. It provides stability for another year and even deeper game plan teaching this pre-season. Generally, their 23 that feature on game day are extremely fit and have fantastic running power. This is their primary weapon as a whole. It's the reason they matched up so well with Collingwood in the preliminary final and why they blew so many teams off the park in the back end of the year. They require you to keep on chasing them. The Giants rank top 4 in rebound 50s, meters gained, pressure acts and tackles inside 50. All are key stats for good teams. With Harry Himmelberg, Lockie Ash and Lockie Whitfield, they can burn you out of defence, and then inside 50, all of Brent Daniels, Toby Bedford and Toby Green can keep it in there. They are ticking so many boxes for a top tier team heading into 2024. Lastly, there is still improvement left in a few players. What can Kieran Briggs provide after a full pre-season as the number 1 ruck? We saw how physical he was and overpowering at times. Finn Callahan should play higher on-ball minutes to help Stephen Coniglio, Josh Kelly and Callan Ward out, while being a big body that could get into space to hurt opposition. He could be anything next season. Hopefully Sam Taylor can play a full 23 home and away season games, and Aaron Cadman is a bit of a wild card, but he is a former number 1 pick. It's hard to find a lot of faults in this squad, and with a great coach at the helm, GWS should be getting near a second grand final appearance. North Melbourne Football Club fan 7, who is a regular commenter, has a couple here. The first is Aaron Cadman will leave if Hogan and Riccardi outshine him, even after signing until 2026. The other is a question regarding the burden of being rookie listed, specifically with Chad Wingard. We'll address the rookie list first. No doubt it would play in all veterans' minds. It's basically the club saying to them that you're not worth enough money to be an AFL listed player, but we still want to keep you around for another year or two. It's pretty weird, as a rookie is supposed to be a first year player. The clubs are using it as a loophole, and to prove it, 10 players this off-season were delisted and then redrafted by their own teams. With Wingard specifically, he knows it's his last chance. He's only signed up for this year, which means he may never get the chance to play AFL again. Hawthorn probably did this to make sure he rehabbed correctly and was still at AFL standard when he returns. The Achilles can be a career-changing injury. It's a club insurance policy when you think about it, but it does mount pressure on Wingard, who now has no safety net. For the Aaron Cadman question, signing on until 2026 was a big deal. At the end of the contract, he will be 22, but it does leave the Giants in an awkward spot. Jesse Hogan had a career best year and should still be around, while Jake Riccardi is a solid partner and he himself is only 24. Can they play all three? The only viable way it seems is if one plays as a backup ruck, and Riccardi or Cadman would seem like the two to choose from. It's hard to see where they all fit in right now, but if Cadman isn't playing regular football by 2026, his home state of Victoria will be calling. Thanks for watching another edition of Eyes on AFL. I'll see you all soon.